She was just a teenager with nothing but ambition and a closet full of ideas. Yet within a few short years, Jayda Cheaves, better known as Jayda Wayda, would transform from a small-town girl into one of the most influential entrepreneurs and social media powerhouses of her generation. But behind the millions of followers, the glamorous photo shoots, and the luxury lifestyle lies a story that very few truly know. A story not just about fame, but about relentless hustle, unshakable resilience, and the kind of vision that turns dreams into empires. How does someone barely out of high school build a multi-million-dollar fashion brand? How does she withstand the weight of constant scrutiny, public controversies, and the shadows of a high-profile relationship with one of the biggest rappers in the world? And more importantly, what hidden truths lie beneath the carefully curated image of Jayda Cheaves that the public never sees? Born in Savannah, Georgia, Jayda was raised in a family that valued hard work. She wasn't handed success, she earned it. While her peers were navigating typical teenage distractions, Jayda was already running her first online hustle, reselling clothes on Poshmark. What happened next would surprise even her. Everything she listed sold out within hours. It was a glimpse into her unique ability to capture attention and turn it into profit. This wasn't luck. It was instinct. An instinct that would soon propel her to Atlanta, the epicenter of hip-hop and hustle, where her story would take on a whole new scale. But what many don't realize is that Jayda's rise to fame was never just about beauty or being in the right place at the right time. It was about business acumen, a fearless willingness to take risks, and a determination that often meant defying stereotypes and criticism head-on. And yet, there's more. Because while the world celebrated her as a rising star, behind the curtain she was facing battles that could have ended it all before it even began. The real question is, how did she survive the pressure, and what did it cost her? That's where our story begins. The glittering lights of Instagram can be deceiving. To the world, Jayda Cheaves was the girl who seemed to have it all. Flawless beauty, enviable style, and a lifestyle most could only dream of. But behind the lens, Jayda was fighting battles that tested not just her career, but her very identity. When she first began posting her fashion looks and business ventures, the response was explosive. Followers came in by the thousands, then by the millions. But with visibility comes a price. The internet can crown you one day and crucify you the next. Jayda was no exception. Whispers of doubt circulated. Critics questioned her authenticity, her business, even her relationship. Some dismissed her as just another Instagram girl who got lucky. Others labeled her success as dependent on her high-profile relationship with rapper Lil Baby. The spotlight was bright, but it was harsh. Every move, every post, every caption was dissected by millions of strangers, many waiting for her to fail. But Jayda didn't break. Instead, she pushed harder. She knew that public perception could never define her private vision. Still, the pressure was relentless. When she launched her fashion line, Waydamin, she faced backlash over pricing, designs, and customer service hiccups that any new business would struggle with. But for Jayda, every stumble was magnified, amplified by critics eager to call her a fraud. And yet, controversy wasn't her only battle. In 2021, Jayda faced legal trouble while traveling abroad. Detained in Jamaica for firearm-related issues, the headlines exploded. For her detractors, this was confirmation of every doubt they had ever cast upon her. For Jayda, it was a moment that could have shattered her image, her career, and her future. But what many overlook is that Jayda was also grappling with something deeper. The challenge of balancing her personal life with her role as a mother. In 2019, she gave birth to her son, Loyal Armani. For Jayda, being a mother wasn't a burden, but it added another layer of responsibility to a life already under microscopic scrutiny. She wasn't just building a brand for herself anymore. She was creating a legacy for her child. And yet, the internet's judgment was merciless. Every disagreement with Lil Baby became tabloid fodder. Every breakup and reconciliation a trending topic. It was the kind of emotional turbulence that would break most people. But Jayda refused to let her personal life overshadow her ambitions. This is where her story takes an unexpected turn. Instead of retreating, Jayda leaned into the chaos. She began speaking openly about the struggles of being a young woman in the spotlight, about the mistakes she made, and the lessons she learned. This vulnerability, instead of diminishing her, made her more relatable, more human, and in a strange twist, it made her more powerful. Her greatest challenge wasn't the critics or the controversies. It was proving again and again that she was more than the labels people tried to place on her. And with each setback, she sharpened her skills, her resilience, and her determination to build something that could outlast the noise. Because for Jayda Cheaves, the question was never whether she could survive the storms. The real question was, could she turn them into fuel for something bigger? And the answer would shock even her biggest doubters. When the dust of controversy settled, one thing became clear. Jayda Cheaves was not just surviving, she was evolving. Every challenge, every headline, every whispered doubt had prepared her for something far greater. What the world once saw as a social media personality was now reshaping itself into a full-fledged empire. The blueprint began with instinct, but it was refined with strategy. Jayda understood one of the most valuable lessons of the digital age. Attention is currency, and she knew exactly how to invest it. Her fashion brand, Waydamin, wasn't just another clothing line. It was a statement. Each drop was timed with precision, designed to spark urgency, exclusivity, and virality. Collections sold out within hours, sometimes minutes, proving that Jayda wasn't just following trends, she was setting them. What critics once mocked as just another influencer brand quickly became a business generating seven-figure revenue. But the empire didn't stop there. She launched More Jayda, focusing on beauty and hair, and later expanded into Jayda Cheaves Beauty, a line of vegan, cruelty-free cosmetics that merged her entrepreneurial spirit with her influence in the beauty space. She wasn't simply promoting products, she was curating a lifestyle. And yet, the secret to her empire wasn't just in the products. It was in the mindset. Jayda treated every setback as market research, every controversy as free publicity, and every doubt as motivation to push harder. At the 7-minute mark of her journey, Jayda unlocked the turning point that silenced her doubters. She didn't just sell clothes or cosmetics. She sold confidence, aspiration, and the dream of independence. Through her book, The Young Boss Blueprint, 15 Steps to Becoming a Young Boss, she revealed the playbook behind her success, offering her fans not just products, but the tools to build empires of their own. It was here that Jayda Cheaves stopped being just an influencer. She became a teacher, a mentor, and a symbol of possibility. Her collaborations amplified this momentum. From music videos with Lil Baby that cemented her place in hip-hop culture, to her role in reality TV shows like The Impact Atlanta, Jayda leveraged every platform available. But unlike many who fizzle out under the bright lights, she converted visibility into equity. Each appearance wasn't just about fame. It was about positioning her brand deeper into the culture. The empire she was building was not accidental. It was the result of discipline, vision, and a refusal to be defined by her setbacks. By controlling her narrative, she turned scandals into stepping stones, critics into free marketing agents, and her own name into a brand so strong that even Forbes began to take notice. But beyond the money, beyond the millions of followers, beyond the glitz of sold-out collections, what truly defined Jayda Cheaves was her influence. She didn't just inspire her fans to look good. She inspired them to hustle, to own their narratives, and to believe that no matter how young or underestimated they were, they too could build something remarkable. This is the essence of Jayda's empire. Not just wealth, but impact. Not just followers but believers. And yet, one question still lingers. What will Jayda Cheaves' legacy truly become? Because if history tells us anything, her story is still being written. From Savannah's quiet streets to the global stage, Jayda Cheaves has proven that success isn't about where you start. It's about how fiercely you pursue where you're going. She turned online hustle into fashion dominance, personal trials into public triumphs, and relentless criticism into undeniable influence. Her story is not just about the rise of a beauty mogul. It's about resilience in the face of scrutiny, vision in the middle of chaos, and the courage to rewrite your own destiny when the world tries to script it for you. Jayda Cheaves has become more than an influencer. She is a symbol of the modern entrepreneur. A woman who built her empire not by following rules, but by creating her own. And in doing so, she left us with one question. Is her greatest achievement what she has already built, or the legacy she is still yet to leave behind? Her journey is far from over. But one thing is certain. Jayda Cheaves is not just chasing trends, she is shaping a generation. If her story inspired you, let us know in the comments. What do you think is the most powerful lesson from Jayda's rise? And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more powerful stories of icons who are shaping our culture today. Because this is only the beginning. Thank you for your time.